Okay, welcome to part 3 of our 3-part tutorial so far. There'll be more parts after this, but this is the absolute basics tutorial for the catch-up for those doing our lunchtime sessions at Aparima College of the 3D modelling program Blender. Okay, we're going to go through this really fast because we've only got 10 minutes to go through the whole lot. So, feel free to pause it at any moment that you need to in order to actually catch up on it later. First of all, if you haven't already, go File, New. It'll return everything on the screen back to this beautiful little thing here, box, camera, light. Okay, next one, go into edit mode, down the bottom. Moving from there, we're going to make sure that we're choosing faces. At the moment, we're choosing these vertices around the outside when we right click or command click our object, but we are now going to go into face mode. Okay, I'm zooming in. Now you can zoom in, by the way, by rolling your middle mouse button if you've got a roller. You can also do it on the apples in the computer suite by actually, there's a little sort of tiny bump on the mouse. You move that up and down and it will zoom in and out. Right, click the button that selects the faces. We've done that. Number 4, we're going to go to find this thing called subdivide. You can see it just tucked in here. If you can't quite see it, grab this bar and drag it up and down until you can see the subdivide button. If I press subdivide, you notice a little box comes up down the bottom. Number of cuts. Okay, and you need to move it up. Ooh, I forgot one very important thing first. Is it over to here? Press the A key. A means select all. So at the moment we want all those selected because we're going to select, so we're going to subdivide, slice and dice. We're going to cut up anything that's orange. So we've pressed the A key while over here and we've got all of it. I press it again, none of it. All, none, all, we want all. All orange, we're good. Subdivide, notice, 1 means 1 cut, 1 slice through. We want to change this, click, click, until it says 3 cuts. Ping. So I've sliced it up 3 times. Click a break. We're going to go through File, Save, and we're going to call it Robot. I won't call it Robot there because I'm going to save over that poor robot. So I'm going to change the name here to Robot number 2. But just save it as Robot. Click the Save Blender file right there, maybe twice, and voila, we've now saved our robot blend. Right. Go to front view. We know down here, view, front, swings it around. Real good. I'm pressing the A key again. Remember how A before? Got to be over here first. A, selected all, press it again, took it away. That's all good. We want it all non-orange. I'm pressing the B key. B stands for border select. Go in this top corner here and I'm selecting so that I'm covering up all of the squares on one half only, and that half there. So click, drag down, then undo the click. That's number 7. Number 8, and now number 9, I'm pressing the delete key. Now on the Mac, I've noticed the delete key does different things, so press the X key on your keyboard. X means get rid of it. And we're going to go down here and get rid of the faces. Pow. Notice now, if I middle click or alt click, I can turn around and I have my cube sliced and diced in half. That's all good. Right, number 10. We're going to go through and we're going to find the spanner button. The spanner or the modify button's over here. I can't quite see it, so I'm going to grab that, click, and drag it across until I can see my spanner. You may see it. I've shrunk this down for the video purposes. Modifier, click it. Then it says Add Modifier. I'm going to the Add Modifier button. I'm clicking it, and I'm looking for a thing that says mirror. So I go mirror, 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 mirror. Oh, there it is, right there. So I'm finding the mirror, and I'm clicking it. Notice what's happened. Our cube, which was half, has now been mirrored. That green line right through the middle. Okay, that's no. Okay, we have got a mirror of that half there across, and it's along the x-axis. You know that sort of line that went through like a pin stuck through? Now the other x side has been mirrored, and that's why it says x. Tick there. Right now I want you to also go across here and click the clipping box. I'll drag a little bit further out, see? Clipping. Okay, so I've also clicked the clipping box. Rightio. Now, we are going to Alt left click, 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 and we're going to move this box around. Okay, we want to see the side that has the squares. Okay, so here we are, we'll move it around, and yep, cool. And we're looking for the side that has all squares. We're looking for this slide right over here. Okay, that's the right hand side of the box. Then we're going to end up selecting this square right up here. I've done that by right clicking, but of course you can command click. Now to select that square, we're going to be moving on to the next step, which is extruding it out. We're going to be turning this into an arm, which is going to extrude out in this direction here. Right, we know already that if we press the E key, it will extrude that square out, and that's exactly what I'm doing right now, E. Now, at this point here, depending on what version of Blender you have, there may be a list that comes up. Okay, at the moment, we're actually selecting an individual face, and we're extruding it outwards. So that's what we're doing, individual face, extruding outwards. So if you didn't get that straight away, click individual face, and then just pull the mouse out without clicking. When you've got the arms out to the right length, you click, and voila, it finishes it. It's saying, okay, I've extruded out to that point right there, and I'm happy as. I'm now going to press E again. Okay, click individual faces if you get that thing up, and then drag it out, and we have that thing right there. Okay, we've done this because we're actually going to make the rest of the arm go downwards. So turn it over, make a new selection, right click or command click that underneath arm part there, press the E button and extrude it downwards. Now if we go through and go view, front, whoosh, it's spun it around, and now we are seeing that we've actually got a robot, an arm sticking out and an arm sticking down. If you've made a horrendous mistake, Control R, Control R, Control R, Control R, and you're back to the beginning again. All good. Okay, I'm going to keep on going. I've only got 10 minutes for this video. I'm now going underneath. We're going to make a leg. So we'll turn it over, we're looking underneath, we're selecting this cube right here, we're extruding it downwards. Excellent. I'm going to extrude it down one more time by pressing the E key, and then click when I've got it out far enough. Selecting the front part of the foot, this is what the foot's going to be. So I've right clicked it, press the E key, and I'll extrude it outwards again. Look at that, beautiful. The beginning of our robot. Next part, we're going to start making the neck and the head. This part here is a little bit more complicated. The first part isn't. We press the E key after selecting that, and drag it upwards, and we've got a neck. Right, next one. Listen very carefully. I'm pressing the E key, I'm dragging up just a little bit. Click, and then I'm pressing the S key because I want to make this thing sized up or scaled up a little bit larger. So I've got press the S, I'm bringing it so it's big, and then I'm pressing the click again. So as you can see here, I've made that little top square that I extruded out bigger. Press the E key again for extrude, drag it up, press the E key again, drag up a little bit, and then Alt click so we can see the top, and then I'm pressing the S key again to make it small, so make it like a little cap for the top of his head. We have almost finished. Okay, there we have most of our robot. There's this one last step. It says this, last step, go back to the spanner again, over here, click add modifier and click subdivision surface. That's a fancy way of saying make it nice and smooth. Okay, see that little arrow there? Click, shrinks up that mirror box, bring mirror box down, mirror box up, and you've got this new one down here. See where it says view? Click it, so it says 2. 2 means I'm making it extra smooth. 3, extra smooth. Don't click it too many times. Bad stuff happens. I'm just going to bring it down to 2, and we're going to stop our video right there, and we're going to come back to this lovely robot later.